Do you believe that your salary is excessive?
Please excuse me. Linda, with all due respect, why are you bringing up my salary?
I only now realize this. You did not attend a reputable college.
True, I didn't attend a prestigious university. But I went anyhow. Why? Is there something wrong with that?
So you went to a bad college and earned a poor education. I believe you are overestimating your abilities. And now you have a management position at this company.
My education was excellent. It's also irrelevant. That was a long time ago for me. I've already been the IT manager at this organization for 10 years.
However, you only attended college for 3 years. Given all of this, it's odd that we pay you such a high income.
True, I did not attend a prestigious university and dropped out after 3 years. However, before joining this company, I went back and graduated. I also believe that in the 10 years I've worked here, I've already demonstrated my ability. I'm not sure where all of this is coming from. To be honest, I don't appreciate how you're speaking to me after all of the time and effort I've put in to assist the company.
So, I believe we have been overly generous to you. Your experience consists of only 10 minutes of pitiful office drudgery.
That's an exaggeration. I worked really hard to get to this position. To be exact, 7 years. And I believe that in the 3 years I've been doing it, I've proven to the corporation that I am fully capable of managing the IT department. As I already stated, I've been here for 10 years and have performed admirably in my position. James appointed me to this position, and I believe my present wage is reasonable given that I am in charge of more sophisticated work.
You're exaggerating your own worth. Do you truly believe that what you do is amazing? Have you thought about it?
What? I was simply attempting to explain myself because you were interrogating me.
Because of your position in this organization, I believe you have formed a superiority complex. But I have a solution. Because your educational background and upbringing demonstrate that you are unfit for this position, I would prefer my son Galvin to take over. What do you think about that? He has a far superior education to you.
Galvin? I'm not convinced he'd be up to the task. He just finished college, didn't he? My position takes a lot of experience, and I don't believe he is prepared for it.
Please excuse me? I know my son is far more competent of performing your duties than you are. You have no right to speak to me in that manner. Do you even know to whom you're speaking? I'm the president's wife.
Yes, I recognize you. I was only attempting to be honest with you about my experience and expertise of the type of work I do. I know your son has an excellent education and has only been working here for 3 months. In dealing with clients, his position is typical of that of an office worker. On the other side, I deal with and build complex code, as well as program various objects. All I'm saying is that these occupations are completely different. He would be difficult to work with.
It would be more preferable if you did not work here.
What?
You don't appear to be thinking clearly about what Galvin is capable of. Furthermore, he is young and new here. He is deserving of a top position. You're merely taking up this space and getting in his way. I believe it is past time for you to depart and give someone else an opportunity.
Give another person a chance. That's not how it works.
It doesn't matter if that's not how it works. I'm in charge here. Oh, I had the most brilliant idea. Please keep it in mind.
I'm not looking forward to anything you have planned for me after this chat. You're just making me feel uneasy. What does this all mean?
Things are about to change drastically around here. Thank you for your time and effort, but I'll take over from here.
Huh? Galvin? What exactly is going on?
Have you heard the news yet? I suppose I spoke too much. It's probably best if you don't hear it from me. Or should I say something to you? Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't.
What precisely do you mean? Why are you behaving in this manner? Please speak up if you have something to say.
But I also believe it would be strange if I were the one to inform you. In any case, don't you believe I should be in charge here? Your education level is significantly below mine, so I believe it would be common sense.
Sorry, but I have to disagree. I have 10 years more experience working at this company than you have. You've only recently begun working here and are just out of college.
However, I am the president's son.
Yes, I recognize that. In the workplace, you must still follow the rules. You do not have direct authority to any job position simply because you are the president's son. You, like everyone else, require appropriate experience and qualifications. To take on a role like mine, you must work your way up and demonstrate your ability. After all, your current job is very different from mine at this organization. It would be quite difficult for you to take over my position unexpectedly.
You're really annoying. I'm not concerned with following the rules, working my way up, or gaining experience. I'll get what I want if I want it. You keep telling me I need to do this or that, but I don't care. I can do whatever I want.
I'm just suggesting that with your current level of experience, you won't be able to comprehend my work. You also don't know how to manage things properly, based on the way you speak to me. You have been quite disrespectful. I would be delighted to assist you and teach you my work, and if you work hard enough, you could be qualified for my position in a few years.
No, I shouldn't have to be taught by someone like you. I don't have the patience for that. It doesn't really matter, things will be over soon for you.
What exactly do you mean? You keep saying odd things.
Everything will become clear to you tomorrow. You haven't heard from me. Anyway, thank you for all of your efforts. It is really appreciated by the company.
I'm not sure what the point of this conversation is. But I'll just have to wait till tomorrow to find out. I'm too busy right now to keep messaging. For the time being, say goodbye. Linda, what happened to the notice you left me?
What did you notice?
Please don't make fun of me. What do you mean I've been fired? Is James aware of what's going on?
Isn't I his wife? It makes no difference whether he or I fire you. It's all the same.
James is presently on business, and do you believe it is appropriate for you to manage significant corporate decisions on your own? He was the one who appointed me to this position. I believe you should have first spoken with him.
You are a nightmare to deal with. Who do you think you are? What you say is irrelevant. I am the one with decision-making authority. Take your valuables and depart if you comprehend what is going on. Starting tomorrow, don't come back.
I understand why you want to fire me. You care about your son and want the best for him. However, you continue to treat him and give him things he does not deserve, and it is beginning to reflect in his personality.
That is not how you talk about my son. I fired you, so that's the end of the tale.
Are you certain you want to go ahead with this? He won't be able to accomplish my work, which will pose huge problems for the company. He has only 3 months of typical office work experience.
What's the point? I've determined he's more than qualified for your post. Please be an adult and accept the current situation.
Are you sure? My job is quite difficult.
Just get up and go. I'm tired of squandering business funds on you.
What?
You are unqualified for this position. Galvin has a more formal education. It makes no difference to me how long you've been here. To summarize, you are ignorant and have an immature approach to life. Galvin will handle the rest.
After hearing how you and your son have spoken to me, I believe I have acted maturely with you. And do you truly believe I'm a squandering of business funds? You have no idea how difficult my job is or how much time I've devoted to assisting the company.
I don't care. Galvin will start as the new manager and programmer of the IT department tomorrow. We don't need you anymore. You've remained 10 years too long. You've been fired.
I get it. I'll go.
Good. Will you disappear?
Already finished. Before I go, I'd just like to let you know that I'm now working on a large project. If this project fails, the corporation will suffer a severe financial damage. Do you really want me to stop and leave right now? It's your last opportunity. Galvin will be unable to complete this project. If I quit now, he will be held accountable for the company's demise. Is that something you truly desire?
I don't give a damn. He can handle it. Leave and never return. You are a waste of time and money. Get out right now.
Understood. Keep in mind what I stated. Don't tell me you weren't warned.
Victor, hello. Do you think you'll be able to come to work today?
What?
You see, the last few days have been challenging. My hubby is also returning early from his trip. If he doesn't see you, I think he'll be upset. We've also been quite busy and require some additional assistance. So, could you kindly return beginning tomorrow?
However, you fired me. You want me to return? You truly enjoy bossing people about, don't you?
Please do not be impolite. Remember, I'm James' wife?
Yes, of course. As a result, James is returning early. I thought he was going to be gone for much longer. What is his reason for returning so soon?
It's because a lot has transpired while you've been gone. It's too complicated to explain. Please return. We can go through everything in further detail tomorrow.
I will not return.
Why not?
You and your son were both extremely disrespectful to me before firing me.
But I have granted you permission to return. You are no longer fired. It makes no difference. Simply come in tomorrow morning and we'll discuss.
I have no desire to return.
What? Why?
It was your fault that I was fired in the first place. You're concerned because James is returning early and things are falling apart. You only want me to return so that I may accept responsibility and attempt to repair everything.
That's correct. That is why I need you to return. I'm not going to keep the reason why I need you back at work hidden from you. So pay attention to your boss and return first thing tomorrow morning.
No, you are not my boss.
What?
Even if I wanted to, it is actually impossible for me to return. I'm currently on vacation in Europe.
Are you on vacation?
I've been worried about not having a job until now. I'd been working for so long that I'd forgotten what it was like to take a break. I resolved to take the money I had saved and treat myself to a well-deserved holiday. I've learned to relax again thanks to you. I hate just thinking about going back into that office. Thank you for bringing to light my self-worth and the extent to which I've been overworking myself.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm claiming that I'm deserving of better. I'm looking for fresh career opportunities. I'm thinking about applying for a remote job in computer engineering. I'm considering applying for a remote job in computer engineering. I'll never have to worry about folks like you in an office again. Thank you for assisting me in realizing that I can improve my life.
Please tell me you're kidding. You've got to be kidding me. Do you not wish to return? You're in a fantastic situation.
No, I'm not returning. So, how about Galvin? I assumed he had taken over my role.
Why do you bring him up? Galvin is a genius who is doing well.
He certainly is. Then you should have no cause to beg me to return. If he's doing such a terrific job, there's nothing I can do to help the company.
Simply come back. My hubby will be disappointed that you've left. Galvin is intelligent, yet he still makes mistakes from time to time.
Exactly how I predicted. He just knows how to deal with clients in regular office work, as I told you. I'm sure the previous project failed because of him, and you need me to return and assist the company before James finds out, right?
How did you find out about it?
I didn't. It's obvious since I know my work better than everyone else at the company. I also know what your son is capable of, so this result is not surprising.
What is your problem?
I just knew Galvin couldn't handle this. I'm not implying he's stupid. I'm simply stating that his talents lay elsewhere. This is what occurs when you attempt to intervene in a situation about which you have no expertise. Galvin should stay to general office work and advance to department manager. He has a degree in social sciences, thus dealing with clients is his forte.
So what? He is still fantastic. What's the issue?
I'm not suggesting it's an issue or that it's not an incredible achievement. It merely goes to show that he is incapable of doing my job. You cannot be a programmer if you only have a social science education. You'll need a degree in computer engineering. But that doesn't matter now since what's done is done. You weren't really paying attention to my reasoning anyway. Your son should also focus on his demeanor. He should not speak to clients in the manner in which he spoke to me. Because I'm not returning, your priority should be finding someone suited for my position right now.
I am paying attention to you.
You clearly did not listen well enough, as evidenced by your current situation. Your activities have caused the company's current issues. You lack the authority and knowledge to effect change in the organization. You no longer have somebody in charge of the IT department. Because this is your fault, you must behave like an adult and bear the consequences of your actions.
Don't speak to me in that way. Please come back. I'm confident we can come to an agreement. I'll give you 2 days to think about it. Would you please do so? I'm sure I can find a reason to convince my husband to give you some extra time.
I already said no.
Is it really so difficult to persuade you to return?
Yes. I don't want to cope with the shambles you've created at work. In addition, I'd like to hunt for better remote work. I'm also taking use of my vacation, which I didn't have time for while working for your company.
Then I can make your work a remote one. Please save the company. I'm willing to do anything.
That would not be possible. My job is far too complicated to be done remotely. I must regularly communicate with my team members and visit various divisions inside the company to resolve concerns. It would be difficult to set up as a remote. There's nothing you can do to persuade me.
I will do everything. I'm so desperate that I'll even pay you to return.
You have no options. I'm never returning. I don't want to work for somebody who has never treated me with respect as an employee. It's becoming tiresome to talk to you. I'm making an effort to enjoy my vacation. Please do not contact me ever again. I will now block you. Oh, and please wish Galvin luck, he'll need it. One of my previous teammates informed me that James returned from his business vacation not long after that. It didn't take him long to discover that I was no longer employed there. He became enraged after Linda recounted everything to him. He then made certain that Linda and Galvin had no further involvement with the company. Galvin was forced to find another employment, and Linda was no longer able to communicate with the company or its employees. Linda's regrets, I'm sure, began almost immediately. Without an IT manager, the company continued to lose money and was in a financial bind. This generated further problems between Linda and her husband, and their marriage ended in divorce. On the other side, I'm glad I got dismissed from the company. Not only was I able to enjoy a lovely vacation, but I'm now working a remote engineering job that I'm enthusiastic about and earning significantly more money than I did previously.
Hey, Lisa. How have you been? I hope everything is going well for you.
Hi, Caroline. I'm doing all right, thanks.
I have some exciting news to share with you.
What's the big news?
I just wanted you to know that Jack and I are getting married.
What? Are you serious? Wow, you really didn't waste any time.
Yes, Lisa. We are so in love, and I couldn't be happier. I want you to be a part of our special day. I'm sending you the wedding invitation.
Carolina, I can't believe this. How could you do this to me?
What do you mean, Lisa? I thought you'd be happy for me.
Happy for you? Carolina, don't you understand? Jack is my ex-husband. You slept with my husband. We were married, and now you want me to attend your wedding with him?
He's my husband now, actually. Come on, we've been friends since we were 5 years old. We're practically family.
You both lied to my face while you were having an affair behind my back. Is that how you treat your family? I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't want to see or hear from you ever again. Don't ever say that we are family.
I know, Lisa, and I never wanted things to turn out this way. It just happened. We fell in love, and I can't control my feelings.
It just happened? You stole my husband, Carolina. You knew how much he meant to me, and you went behind my back.
Are you still angry at me? I thought you would be over him by now. It's really not healthy to keep a grudge. It's not good for your heart.
I am so over Jack. That doesn't mean I forgot what you have done to me.
Oh, come on. I didn't steal Jack. First of all, he's not your property. You and I have known each other forever. We went through so much together. I surely hope that you're coming to our wedding too.
Are you seriously planning on having a wedding? You had an affair with my husband? And you have the audacity to invite me to your wedding? How screwed up are you?
He was the one who decided to leave you and be with me. It was his choice. I want all my friends and family to know that I am happily getting married.
We were married. We were husband and wife. It's wrong to sleep with someone else's husband. You just don't do that.
Okay, you can say whatever you want. I only care that Jack and I love each other and belong together. I don't need anyone judging me whether I'm right or wrong. I made my decision and I am thrilled with it. I already sent you an invitation. You will probably get it by tomorrow.
Oh, how noble of you. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? And now, you want me to attend your wedding with the man who betrayed me? And now, you said you already sent out wedding invitations. We just finalized our divorce 3 days ago.
I know. I heard everything from Jack, so I knew your schedule all along as soon as your divorce was finalized. We confirmed our venue for our wedding in June. I can't wait. I am so excited.
Now I see that you planned all of these things. Is it even legal to get remarried that quickly?
Yes, it wasn't a problem at all. Thanks to you. So I hope you can make it. I mean, you're coming, right?
Are you kidding me? Why should I come to your stupid wedding? You seriously have some issues, Caroline. How could you be with Jack and still pretend like we're BFFs? You know you still haven't apologized to me.
Why should I apologize to you? I told you I've done nothing bad. I and Jack finally found each other. He may have been married, but our love is for real. You should thank me because I am the one who helps him overcome his old marriage. You would always come home late. Did you know that Jack is really lonely? All that time until I came into his life. I hope you understand that he wasn't really in love with you. I'm glad you let him go free. He is in such a better place now.
Stop it. I'm not letting you get into my head like this. You're both screwed up. You know what, I wish that he had done so too. All this time I was blaming myself for our fallout. But I'm for certain it wasn't me. I'm just angry I had to waste a year of my life. Good for you. You two meant for each other.
Yes, we are. I'm sorry, but you are second-handed now. It's not going to be easy for you to find a partner. I mean, you're not that young anymore.
I just can't believe that you can say that. What is your problem?
I'm just telling you the truth. I am number one to Jack now. I've always been honest. How many honest friends do you have?
You keep telling me we're friends. But you've always looked down on me since we were really small. What's up with that? What makes you think you're better than me?
Of course that I'm better than you. What do you want me to list out for you? I have more friends than you. I've had more boyfriends than you. That shows how attractive I am. I live in a bigger house than you. My mom was your mom's boss.
Are you serious about what you just said? You think you're superior because your mom was my mom's supervisor?
Of course, my mother used to treat your mother like my nanny.
I can't believe what I am reading. I am just shocked you thought that way. You need to appreciate the people around you more. Otherwise, the people who you think are your friends will leave you quickly.
Oh my God. You sound just like my mother. Don't worry, I will just make more.
All I am saying is that I am not coming to your wedding. Please don't contact me anymore. Good luck and goodbye.
Jack is Lisa's ex-husband. He sends Lisa a text to inform her that he's getting married.
Lisa, there's something I need to tell you. I'm getting married to Caroline in June.
Oh, I know. Caroline already sent me the invitation. But I won't be attending. I have no interest in celebrating the two of you together.
Look, Lisa, I know I hurt you in the past, and I'm sorry for that. But Caroline didn't steal me from you. Our marriage had its problems.
Save your excuses, Jack. I trusted you, and you betrayed me with her. I don't want to hear about your wedding or your new life together.
That's not all, Lisa. I just found out that I'll be working at the same company as you, and you're going to be my supervisor.
You've got to be kidding me. Fate has a funny way of bringing people together, doesn't it? But don't worry. I won't let our history affect my professionalism.
Please, Lisa, I don't want Caroline to know that you're my supervisor. It'll just make things more complicated for all of us.
Complicated? Oh, I'm sure it will. But you know what's truly complicated, Jack? Navigating the aftermath of your betrayal.
I'm not asking you to forgive me. But can we at least try to keep our personal lives separate from work?
I will do my job professionally, Jack. But I won't pretend that what you did to me doesn't matter. You made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences.
I know I can't change the past, Lisa. I just hope that, over time, we can find a way to coexist peacefully at work.
Time will tell. But don't expect any special treatment from me. You're just another employee, and I'll treat you as such.
I understand. I'll do my best to keep things professional as well.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. I suggest you focus on preparing for your wedding instead of worrying about our work dynamic.
I'm sorry, Lisa. For everything.
Save your apologies for someone who cares. Goodbye, Jack.
Goodbye, Lisa.
Karen is Caroline's mother. She knew that Caroline and Lisa is close friends. She was quite surprised that Lisa won't come to the wedding party.
Lisa, I heard from Caroline that you won't be coming to her wedding. I'm quite surprised. Is there a reason why?
Karen, it's a difficult situation. I don't think I can attend Caroline's wedding because of some personal reasons.
Personal reasons? But you and Caroline have been such close friends for a long time. I thought you'd be happy to celebrate her special day.
It's not about not being happy for her. There's something that Caroline didn't tell you, and I don't want to cause any tension.
What are you talking about, Lisa? You can tell me anything. We've always been close, and I consider your mom as a friend, not just a staff member. And you two are close friends since you were kids. Even though you grew up and chose different schools and didn't have mutual friends.
Karen, the truth is, Jack, Caroline's fiancé, is my ex-husband.
What? Jack is your ex-husband? I had no idea. When did this happen?
I figured. When you first asked me to attend Caroline's wedding, I knew you didn't know anything. A few years ago, Karen. We had our differences, and it led to a divorce. Caroline stole Jack from me, and she's asking me to come to the wedding. I think I have the right to decline.
I'm so sorry, Lisa. I had no idea you two had such a history. Caroline never mentioned it.
I'm sure she didn't want to make things awkward for you, Karen. But now that you know, you can understand why it's difficult for me to attend their wedding.
You're right. I understand now. I can't believe Caroline didn't tell me about this. I need to talk to her.
Please, Karen, don't let this cause any problems between you and Caroline. I don't want to be the reason for any tension in your family.
Lisa, you're like a daughter to me, and I won't let anything come between us. I need to talk to Caroline and clarify everything before the wedding. Does everyone else know about this? Are we the only ones left in the dark?
Just be careful, Karen. I don't want you to get caught in the middle of all this. Perhaps our friends don't know either. Caroline and I went to different schools. All along we don't have any mutual friends.
I am stunned. This is unbelievable. How could this be? How could she think she could get away with all? I don't know what to say. I can't believe Caroline has betrayed you.
Caroline doesn't think much of it. She definitely doesn't think she betrayed me. She said to me she's done nothing wrong.
She had an affair with your husband, and as a result you had to get a divorce. She still thinks she's done nothing wrong? Did she apologize to you?
No way. You know her. Caroline never apologized to me and my family. Caroline said that ever since you were my mother's supervisor, I have always been inferior to her. She thinks she can do anything.
That's totally unacceptable. I am so sorry for what Caroline has done to you. I'll handle it, Lisa. And I promise I'll talk to Caroline about how she treated you as well. No one should underestimate my best friend's daughter like that.
Thank you, Karen. Your support means a lot to me.
Of course, Lisa. We'll sort this out together. And whatever happens, I want you to know that our family relationship is precious to me, no matter the circumstances.
Thank you, Karen. I truly appreciate your understanding.
Let's clear the air before the wedding. I don't want any unresolved issues between us.
Agreed. I'll leave it in your hands, Karen.
All right. I promise, no matter what, we'll find a way to handle this with grace and respect.
Then, Karen convinced Lisa to come to Caroline's wedding. She decided to clarify everything about Caroline's wedding.
What have you done? I knew you had something planned when you came to my wedding.
Your mom wanted me to come to the wedding. That was quite a show. It was so much more entertaining than I expected.
No way! Mom said she wanted to make a speech, so I made time for her. I never expected her to do that. I can't believe that she has done that to me. I never expected her to tell the whole world that Jack and I had an affair while he was still married to you.
I guess it was your mom's way of surprising you. It's the truth. You need to calm down and pull yourself together.
How do you expect me to stay calm? Now the whole world thinks I'm a cheater and a phony. You destroyed my wedding.
I couldn't predict that either. I bet it was pretty astonishing how your friends literally stood up and walked out on you.
I shouldn't have invited you in the first place. There's no way you should have been there today. What did you tell my mother? You have no right to do that. My friends didn't have to know all those details.
I only did what your mom asked me to do. She asked me to share all the evidence I had of you and Jack seeing each other while we were still married. Meanwhile, you pretended like you've done nothing wrong and everything is justified.
Shut up. I didn't do anything wrong. What's wrong with falling in love? Jack and I are in love. Whatever he had with you was fake. You're just jealous that he chose me over you.
If you think nothing is wrong, then there should be no problem telling the truth. That's what your mother wanted to do. She thought your wedding guests deserved to know the truth.
I don't want to hear another word from you. You are such a bother. You've always been like that. Don't think you outsmarted me. You're no better than me. My mother used to be your mom's boss. That automatically makes you lower than me.
That's enough, Caroline. Don't ever underestimate people around you like that. I don't want to say, but your husband now is working for me in the same company. Should I underestimate you and your husband the way you did?
What are you talking about, Lisa? Jack didn't mention that to me.
I know. He doesn't want to make everything complicated. I mean, I guess I could have predicted it happening. I just didn't think he would be working directly for me.
Lisa, you need to quit your job. I don't want you seeing Jack. You are evil. I need you to get away from Jack.
What? Why do I need to quit my job? I love what I do and I am good at it. If you don't want him working for me, then tell Jack to find another job. You should be telling him to find another job instead of me.
He just got this job and there is no way that he will quit this.
In fact, we actually have a pretty good at work. He's not a bad colleague to work with. The past is the past. I won't forget what happened, but I'm not going to dwell on. Work was work. He and I kept our personal issues away from the office. The problem is you should spend time thinking about what you've done. I have no time to talk to you anymore. By Caroline.
Hey, Mom. Where is everyone? I have returned from work, yet there is nobody at home.
You're back early.
I felt well today, so I efficiently completed all tasks and finished work on schedule.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to make dinner. Do you have any specific requests for something you would like me to create?
No, we're not going to need dinner.
Are you eating out?
No, we're currently traveling in Europe.
What?
Your father, your sister, and I are embarking on a family excursion, with only the three of us.
A family trip? Without me?
Your father was unexpectedly granted a 2-month paid leave. With the additional earnings from our investments, we decided to travel together to Europe. We're just getting on the airplane.
What about me?
Why would you even think you can come with us?
Huh?
You get sick so often. You ruined the trip for us if we took you with us.
But I want to go to Europe.
Don't be selfish. You already are a handful to be with. Let us at least enjoy this trip without you.
I'm sorry.
That's fine as long as you get it. Keep the house safe for us, will you?
I will.
And don't you ever contact us until we come back from this trip.
What? Why? What if it's an emergency? It's all right to contact you if it's an emergency, right?
Why would you be in a situation in which you have to contact us? Just don't get yourself into trouble. If something really happens to you, then somebody else will be contacting us instead of you anyways. I just don't want you to ruin our trip by making us remember your miserable face. So don't you dare contact us at any time until we get back.
Fine.
We have to get on the plane now. See you in 2 months. Keep the house clean and safe. And don't you go spending money on useless things.
I know.
Hi, Anna! My parents said they saw your parents and your sister at the airport just yesterday. Why weren't you with them?
Oh, hi, Lion. They went for a trip to Europe without me. They'll be away for 2 months, it seems.
What the heck? Why are they going on such a long trip without you?
You know how I get sick often. They said I'd ruin their trip if I went together with them and got sick on the trip.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It's fine. I have work anyway. It's not like I could get 2 months off from work to go with them.
But still, it worries me that you have to stay home all by yourself. What if something happens to you? Who will be there to help?
You're so sweet for caring about someone like me. What did I do to deserve you? Thank you for always being there for me. I love you.
I told you not to talk about yourself like that anymore. Be nicer to the person I love.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. It's become a habit to think of myself that way. But I'll try to change for you.
Well, I guess it can't be helped that you've been around such a toxic family for over 20 years. I can see why it'd be hard for you to change right away. But let's take small steps forward so that you stop treating yourself as poorly as they do.
Thank you. You're so thoughtful.
Oh, you should go see a doctor.
What?
Isn't this a good time to do so now while your family is away?
But my mom told me not to use money on something useless.
It's not useless to get your health checked out. I'll find you a good doctor. This is what I wanted the most for my future wife.
Your future wife.
I was going to propose to you in person. But I couldn't wait any longer to let you know that I want you to be with me for the rest of our lives and I want you to be healthy. So we can stay together as long as we can. You don't want to marry me? Is it because of what I do for a living?
No. That's not what I meant. It's just that my mind went blank for a moment. I want to marry you.
Phew! I thought you were going to break up with me for a second there. I won't make you regret marrying me.
Hey, Anna. You forgot to clean the house.
Yes, Mom. Oh, right. It's already been 2 months.
Stop acting like a fool. I don't know where you're wandering about right now, but come back right this instant and clean the house. I didn't think I'd be coming back from such a fun trip to a filthy house covered in dust.
Mom, I don't live there anymore. I left.
What do you mean?
I'm not going back to that house again, so you'll have to clean it yourself.
What do you mean? You're not coming back? Do you think you can go on and live by yourself even though you get sick so often?
Yeah, about that. I went to see a doctor and got myself checked.
What? I told you not to use money on useless stuff like that. You should be saving the money for something more important.
Please, listen to me. Apparently, the reason I get sick so often is because of an allergy to the house dust.
An allergy to dust?
Now that I think of it, I don't feel as bad when I'm in my room because I can keep it clean and tidy. But my symptoms got worse when I had to clean your room.
You're making it sound like we're filthy. Be careful with your words when you talk to your parents.
But it's true. Always let your room just emulate dust until it be covered, and then you get me to come in and clean it for you. You could let me come in more often to clean it before the dust piles up, but for some reason you don't want me in the room too often. But this explains why I felt sick every time I went into your room, but I'd be fine after a while.
Stop wasting my time. I don't care why you're so sensitive to dust. Put on a mask or whatever you have to do to prevent that and get back to the house to clean.
I told you I'm not going back to the house.
What?
My boyfriend proposed to me.
You have a boyfriend?
I'm getting married.
Are you serious?
He always takes good care of me, and he even took me to see a doctor to find out why I've been getting sick so often. He's such a great person.
So you've left to live with this guy? Why did you make such an important decision without asking us first?
Well, you told me not to contact you until you get back from the trip. That's why I'm telling you now.
Don't give me excuses. We can't let you get married before your little sister does. We'll never forgive you if you throw a wedding before she does.
Does she already have a fiancé?
We can't just let any old guy get close to her without vetting him. She's our daughter. We have to be careful with who we let her be with. She can't get married to someone who doesn't have money and doesn't treat her right. We're still looking for a nice rich gentleman for her to marry.
Then when will I get to marry?
You don't have to get married. The man you're with is probably not all that great anyway. After all, what kind of man would choose to be with you?
Don't talk about him like that. He treats me so well that it made me realize how bad you all treat me. You have no right to say anything like that about him.
Watch your tone, Missy.
I'm getting married regardless of what you say.
Anna! Don't be so selfish. We will not allow you to get married. Hi, Anna. I found out where you're throwing your wedding.
Huh? What?
I'm in the changing room right now.
But I didn't invite you.
I got in using the invitation you sent to your aunts.
Aunt Kayla's invitation letter? What are you talking about?
You should have stayed home like a real sick person. I won't allow you to go through with this wedding. Even if I have to destroy it with my own hands.
Mom? What are you going to do? Hey, Mom.
Now it's all over for you. You won't have a dress to wear. I'd tore it into pieces. Now you'll have to call the whole thing off.
What? My wedding dress?
This is for getting married before your sister.
But...
There's no way you can get married now. You can't throw a wedding without a wedding dress.
But I'm already wearing the dress?
What?
I mean, our wedding just finished. And I'm about to take the dress off actually.
What?
Where are you? Are you even in this wedding hall?
Yes, of course. I came to the Madison Street Wedding Hall, just like it said on the invitation.
But my wedding is in Greece.
You're in Greece?
I only invited his family and friends. I didn't invite anyone from my side.
Then whose dress is this?
Could it be that you're at one of Aunt Kayla's friends' wedding?
What? Oh no!
Aunt Kayla told me her friend's son was getting married.
I did take this invitation from her.
Yeah. Did you even bother to check the names?
Oh no!
The other wedding dress that you tore into pieces. I wonder how much that cost.
This is all your fault. Kayla's friend is making me pay not only for the wedding dress, but the wedding itself. She canceled the wedding after she found out what I did to her dress. Now she's making me pay for the wedding she canceled. How am I supposed to pay for $40,000? It's your fault for throwing the wedding on the same day and getting me confused with another wedding. And it's your fault for not listening to me about not getting married before your sister. It's all your damn fault. So you should pay this $40,000.
I wonder how much that cost.
What?
That's my wife you're talking to. You can't treat her like that.
Who is this?
My name is Lion Riggy. Anna and I were married recently.
That Lion Riggy?
Oh, so you've heard of my name?
Why is the son of a mob boss married to my daughter?
We went to the same high school and I fell in love with her the moment I saw her. Don't worry. I won't be following in my father's footsteps. I'm just a regular person who works in a construction firm.
But your dad still.
Hey, let me talk for a minute.
I'm sorry.
If you want to talk about my father so much, would you like to meet him in person?
No, I don't.
I'm here to ask you a favor. Anna doesn't want to ever see you again.
That's fine. Do whatever you want.
Okay, good. I'm glad you were so quick to understand. Anna made it sound like you might be stupid or something. Don't you ever come near Anna. You hear me?
Yes, of course.
And another thing.
What is it?
About Anna's sister, Kara.
What about her?
We're taking her with us.
What?
She's already here with us.
Why is she there?
I want to be with Anna. Mom and Dad only think of us as dolls that they can do whatever with. The only person to ever treat me like an actual person was Anna. I didn't even want to go to Europe without her, but Mom and Dad kept refusing to take her with us. Please, let me stay with Anna. That's what Kara told us.
Did she really?
It's disgusting how you two are trying to get her married to a 40-year-old man just because he's rich. She's still 19 years old.
How did you find that out?
Oh, don't underestimate me. I may not be in my father's business, but I have my ways to access whatever information I need. Kara is beautiful and has many talents. She's exactly what that 40-year-old pig wants for a wife. He wants your daughter so bad that he'd do anything.
Yes, he's told us that too.
He was even stalking her.
That's just because he loves her so much.
But she's scared of him and came running to us for help. We can't let her go back to you insane people.
No, wait. Please, give us our car back. What will we do without her?
That pig was going to pay you to talk her into marrying him, right? You just want to use her for money.
What?
So your plan is to get him to pay for $40,000 you owe for the wedding you destroyed. By getting Kara to marry someone she doesn't want. You told Anna that your husband got 2 months paid vacation. But the truth is that he quit his job because you thought that pig was going to give you enough money to last you a lifetime. You filthy pigs! You're even worse than the pig lusting after your daughter.
No, we just...
Promise me that you'll never come near Kara either?
I will.
I'm glad this is going so easily. I thought it'd be much harder to get you to understand. I'm glad I don't have to convince you.
Yes, sir. Are we done?
Yes, I don't have anything more to say to you. Don't worry about your daughters, I'll take good care of them. Have fun finding a way to pay for the wedding you ruined.
My parents left my sister more than me. But I loved my sister more than they ever could, and we actually got along with each other. My toxic parents lost 2 daughters at once, and the pig that wanted my sister was furious of them for not delivering on their promise. He got so angry that he demanded them to return the deposit he had paid them when my parents agreed to force Kara to marry him. It was the money they used for the trip to Europe, and they had none of it left to give back. So they had to get a loan to pay him and the marriage my mom ruined. Now they will be in debt for years to come. They sold their own house, but it was in such a poor state that it didn't sell for very much. Now my sister and I can live freely without having to worry about our toxic parents showing up in our lives again. I'm truly grateful for what Lion has done for us.
Hey Ivy. We need to talk. There is something really important.
Why you're so serious? Oki, tell me what's wrong.
I'll get straight to the point. I want a divorce.
What? Where is this coming from all of a sudden? To be honest, it doesn't sound like there's much to talk about. It seems like you've made up your mind already.
I really didn't expect you to respond so fast. Aren't you supposed to be working? I mean, I knew your job isn't all that hard, but I don't know you have a lot of free time to sit around on your phone. I guess you're not exactly suited for anything more difficult. But it's still a job. You should be taking it more seriously instead of being on your phone all the time.
Wait a second. I think I'm a little lost. Where is all this coming from? You just all of a sudden announced that you want to get a divorce. I think that would have caught anyone off guard. And then you add insult to injury by attacking my job? Do you even have any idea what I actually do? I'm actually really busy today. I just happened to see the notification from your text pop up on my phone. Well, I felt like my husband wanting a divorce was a good reason to stop what I was doing and respond. Do you have any more questions or insults at my job? Or can we go back to talking about the whole divorce thing?
Okay. I didn't know you get so defensive about your job. It's exactly this attitude that has ruined our marriage. And it is the biggest reason I want you out of my life altogether. This is a serious conversation. You can't just ignore me. Don't you have anything to say?
You know what? If a divorce is what you really want, then that's fine by me. Our marriage has been falling apart for a long time. It doesn't really make a difference to my life at this point. Honestly, I had a feeling it would come down to this sooner or later.
What? You're not upset at all. I'm your husband and you're just gonna shrug off a divorce like it's not a big deal? You should know you won't be able to survive without me. Don't act like this will have no effect on you.
I think I'll get along. It's just fine. I work hard to make my own money. It's not like I'm a housewife that's entirely dependent on you.
That's not exactly the truth though. I know you have a job. But it doesn't really pay enough for you to live on your own.
Are you sure about that? Maybe I don't make as much as you do.
Stop it. There's no point in arguing about this. I want a divorce and your lifestyle is gonna take a hit for it. Just admit it.
You make around $60,000 a year, right?
About that, yeah. I doubt that if you can earn that much however hard you try.
Right, it's a good salary for early in your career. But it's not that much. I'm currently making around $50,000 a year. I think that's okay for me though.
What? Come on, Ivy. Don't try and lie to me.
I'm not lying, but your surprise says a lot about how much you paid attention to me in our marriage. Anyway, I'm not worried about making it all my own. I may not exactly get to live in luxury, but it'll be more than enough to get by well.
But you'll still have to make some sacrifices.
You're probably right, but that's okay too. Anyway, if you're done trying and failing to make me feel worthless, did you have anything else to say about a divorce? We absolutely need to discuss that. But I can't really talk much during work. I've been away long enough. I'll see you at home later. Let's talk more then. That way we'll be able to get everything out in the open at once. Or is there something urgent that needs to be taken care of at this minute?
Just stop. There's nothing to talk about. I want a divorce. And I want you to go away. You have until the end of today to get out of the house, got it?
You want me out today?
Yes, today.
Don't even try argue it beforehand?
It's funny, Ivy. You were so smug about your 50K just a minute ago. So you shouldn't have a problem getting out of my house by the end of the day. You have more than enough money, right? Just get your stuff and get out. I don't want to see your face any more minute.
I think I know what's happening. There's something else going on here? Isn't there something that means you need me out of the way as soon as possible?
Look, you're grasping at straws here. Not feeling so strong now? What happened to all your confidence? In all seriousness, I'm sorry for the trouble. But you really do need to leave immediately. I'm getting married again and I need you out so that my new wife can move in.
Yeah, here it is. This is a real problem, right? So who's lying now? I don't know what reality you think you're living in. But that's just not happening. Just tell your imaginary girlfriend to pick a different day to move in.
Imaginary? Have you really not figured it out yet?
Figured out what?
I want a divorce because I'm in love with someone else. She just told me she's pregnant this morning and I want to do the right thing, to put it frankly. You are in the way of our happiness. So like I said, I need you out immediately.
Well, thank you for telling me now. I understand the situation.
What? Just like that? You don't have anything else to say?
Well, just that today is simply not possible. You're gonna have to wait until I find somewhere else to move. I'll move as soon as I can. But it could be a few weeks.
No, absolutely not. You'll be out of my house and out of my life today. Today. Don't you get it? You should consider it punishment for being so arrogant and condescending all the time. This is the last time I'll say it. You need to be out of my house now.
So that we're clear and everything is on the table. You do understand the position that you're in, right?
What is that supposed to mean? The only thing that needs to be understood is that I am still your husband. You'll do as I say.
Ethan, it doesn't really work like that. I'm not sure what your plan was, but you just exposed your own infidelity to your wife. You called me arrogant, but I think you need to do a little self-reflection and punishment. Let's talk about punishment. Let's talk about what's to happen to you now that you've decided to impregnate some random woman and kick your faithful wife out.
Excuse me? What exactly is that supposed to mean? Do you think that you somehow have the right to talk back to me like that? There is no evidence whatsoever that I had an affair. But there was plenty that you have been a terrible wife.
No, that's not true at all. I have plenty of evidence of your affair.
What? No, that's not possible. You're just bluffing.
Listen, Ethan. You literally just confessed to your affair in your texts. I just need to take this to a judge. So they'll be able to decide for themselves which of us is a lousy person.
You're so full of it. Texts and messages don't prove anything. There's something else that you think gives you the confidence. You're acting too smug. What is going on? You already knew, right? How long have you known that I've been seeing Lisa?
Are you really that silly? I know about her because you just told me. Thank you for volunteering her name, by the way. I'm glad I didn't even have to ask for it. That makes things easier.
Wait a second. No, that's not her name. It's just a nickname I give to her.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I've known for the past 2 years that you were seeing someone. It started about the time I started working from home, am I right?
What? How did you know that?
There's no point in getting defensive or embarrassed now. Now that it's all out there. All that matters is what happens next. I'll go straight to the point. You don't want to spend months of your life in court, right? So then we'll need to come to an agreement about alimony.
Alimony? But why you just went on and on about how you make enough to live on your own?
I do make enough, but I'm not the one that uprooted both their lives because I couldn't keep it in my pants. I'm willing to agree to a lump sum of $45,000 from you.
What? Are you being serious? 45,000? Are you insane?
I had a feeling that's what you would say. So I guess I'll see you in court. No, it's not happening. You will be gone by the end of the day if I have to throw your stuff out of my house. Since it's your fault that I have to move in the first place, it's only fair that you agree to this. I'm not going to live on the streets just because you couldn't keep it in your pants. I have no problem with the divorce, but finding a new apartment takes time. You can afford to agree to few weeks. It's not like the baby will be born tomorrow. In case you can't swallow your pride and agree to give me time to find a new place to live, I will make your life miserable. You think $45,000 is a lot? Let me know by 5 p.m. how you decide.
Why by 5 p.m.?
Because that's when the banks close. Remember the 45,000 we just talked about?
You want that today?
Of course. You want all this done as quickly as possible, right? That's why you're trying to kick me out by the end of the day. Oh, actually, I guess you could always wire the money to me rather than taking it out in cash. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Once that's paid, we'll need to talk about division of property and assets.
What? You even want more?
I want what's fair, and I'm perfectly content to either negotiate with you directly or handle it through the courts. So how do you want to play this? It's your call. And your girlfriend works at the same company as you, right? Since she's pregnant, the sooner we make a clean break from each other the better. Don't you think people are gonna start wondering about your relationship soon?
All right. That's fine. Let's just settle this. How much do you think is fair?
Well, I'll take my car and you can keep yours, but I'm also entitled to half the house as well as what we've got in the bank.
What? You're gonna ruin me.
You've ruined yourself. You can buy out my half of the house for $300,000. Plus, $50,000 from savings and $45,000 in alimony. In total, $395,000. Not too bad, if I do say so. Didn't you hear that I have a child on the way? Well, let's make it an even $400,000 if you want to be difficult. Or we can go to court. I bet I get even more if we take it to court. You'll end up with my attorney fees as well.
Fine. I'll wire it to you, but then we're done with that money. There has to be some way that you can be out of the house by tonight.
All right, you're smart. I'll call some friends to see if I can stay somewhere while I find a new apartment. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll take the rest of the afternoon off from work so I can start packing. I'll have all my things packed and out of the house before dinner.
Wow, you really do that fast.
Are you surprised? I've known this day is coming for the past 2 years. And I prepared for it. I couldn't predict exactly when it would happen, but I had no doubt that it would happen eventually. Obviously, I didn't know she would be pregnant, but still now that it's finally here. This will all be over soon. Unless you have anything else to talk about, I'll see you later this evening. What's that? Hey Ethan. Stop ignoring me.
What? Why are you talking with me like that?
It really took you so long. You need to reply faster.
Okay, what do you want?
Are you ready to send me the last $45,000? You owe me that amount.
What? I don't owe you anything.
What are you talking about? You still owe me $45,000 in our agreement last month. You bought out my half of the house and gave me half of the savings, but you still owe $45,000. I mean $45,000 for the alimony. I haven't received it yet.
I did send you the money. I wired you all the money that you demanded. That should be enough to call it even. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I'm sorry. We agreed on 395,000 and I've only received 350,000. You still owe me $45,000.
What do you mean? You only received $350K? That is a lot of money. I don't think you're so greedy.
I agree it is a lot of money, but it's not the amount that we agreed on. Let me guess. You blew through the money so you could claim you don't have it. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't have any evidence what happened. Frankly, I didn't care. The only thing that matters to me is that you pay it. If you like, I can contact your girlfriend and ask her to help you.
No, stop it. You have no business talking to her. This is between you and me.
You're getting awfully defensive about me talking to her. Is there something that you don't want me to say to her? If you don't want me talking to her and you refuse to pay the rest, I guess it's time to take the situation to attorneys.
Just be reasonable. We can settle this ourselves.
I don't think we can, and I'm tired of arguing with you about it.
Okay, fine. I will wire you now. Just step out of my life. Make sure you never contact me again.
Well, that's easy to threaten Ethan with the attorney. Now I get all the money I need. I have prepared for this situation, so I have no surprise about his girlfriend. At least, he's quite generous and give all the money due to out agreement. We haven't eaten and slept together for a long time. It's been nearly a divorce. But now I'm happy that I get out of that boring marriage. I'm rich and free now. It's so wonderful.